I'm Meg Kinnard, national politics reporter for the Associated Press. One of the candidates that I'm following closely during the 2024 Republican presidential nominating battle is South Carolina Senator Tim Scott.
I'm announcing today that I'm running for President of the United States of America!
Scott has served in the Senate since 2012, when he was appointed by then-Governor Nikki Haley to fill out the remainder of the term by retiring Senator Jim DeMint. Since then, Scott has served continuously, winning a special election in 2014 and then 2 full terms in 2016 and then again in 2022. Tim Scott had long said that last year's election in November would be his last to a U.S. Senate term. But he never said definitively that he wouldn't be seeking another office. As we're seeing now, Tim Scott is officially a candidate in the Republican GOP contest for 2024 for the presidency. And in that race, he is facing another South Carolina Republican, Nikki Haley, the same who appointed him to the Senate more than a decade ago. As a candidate, Tim Scott talks often of what he describes as a hardscrabble growing up, raised by a single mother who worked long hours as a nurse's assistant to care for both him and his brother. Tim Scott is the only black Republican in the United States Senate, which can sometimes give him a unique perspective on many issues debated there. Like many Republicans, Tim Scott has had at times an up and down relationship with former President Donald Trump. At times, Tim Scott has pushed back against Donald Trump, especially on some issues related to race, when he felt that the former president was in the wrong. Throughout their disagreements, though, Scott said he felt he had been able to maintain a cordial relationship with Trump. In much of his campaign so far, Tim Scott has been putting himself out as a positive-looking candidate, someone who forecasts that America's best years are yet to come instead of in the past. Tim Scott is entering the 2024 Republican presidential race with a lot of money. When he won re-election in 2022, Tim Scott still had $22 million in his campaign account, money that he can immediately transfer into a presidential bid. He also has several PACs supporting him, with millions of dollars in their accounts as well. Fundraising in the 2024 campaign among Republicans is already intense and is sure to only intensify as more candidates get in the race, competing for more donor dollars.